But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
There's Garoppolo to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Here we go.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
That good for 19 and a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
49-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! 11.
Right back to him on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
13.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 49-yard line.
21. Fresno. 12. Switch.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
59. Crunch time, defense. Whip. Watch the whip. Kill.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Here we go. 13.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And some room to work. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, 29 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. the hook up to Moore. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Quan Alexander just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
An 8-yard pickup. First down.
Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. The shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Newton. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On second down, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down 49ers. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go. 180. 54. A left hand.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And James has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, here's Breida. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, Newton. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Keep playing hard.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
You just trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Two. Hey, Delta.
He's crossing. He's checking crap. Undercrush.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Newton now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a give running left is Breida. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Gerald McCoy picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Just like that. Just like that.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now Scarlett.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 39. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Throwing is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Great. Gun.
51, Mike 51.
Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
20.
Kill, turn up.
They snap it to Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Gerald McCoy in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. James has got it. Complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown. 49ers. Richie James, 83 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Come on, man. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Watch the eye. Check 4.
20.
36. 80 weapon.
8. 8.
Bang.
Newton's going to throw it. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Here we go, here we go.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw, Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. But, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move but couldn't free much space. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady gives to Michel. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Kill.
Easy.
Hey, check 24.
Hey, check it.
Shotgun now for Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
Knocking on the door.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abukum came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Pick it up, D.
Throwing again. Brady. Slant route caught by Edelman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Edelman coming off another big game in Week 6 against the Giants on Thursday night. 9 catches, 113 yards, both season highs, and that's now back-to-back 100-yard games as he went for 110 against Washington the week before.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely...
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Tom Brady taking it in as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they wasted no time, right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. At the field general, the leader, just falling behind him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
14.
20.
Here we go. Motion.
On first down, it's Gurley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Goff going up top for Kupp. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, Wood.
We won. Come to my world. Check. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Mike 51.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Goff finding Cooks on a big play, and even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Watch twins. Watch twins. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Throwing again is gone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Goff throwing again. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll get 6 on the dump-off, but it'll bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full stretch.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on 2nd down, Brady. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. To throw, it's Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. On 3rd and long, it's Brady.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Brady. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. Well, the ball is out. Michelle lost it. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Samson Abuka able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here we go on fourth down now with Brady. Going for the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Goff on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Kyle Van Noy. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Goff now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. On 4th down, Goff. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was a safety blitz by Eric Weddle.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Brady, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Dante Fowler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. That throw by Brady, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
76.
Mike 51.
Hey, 76.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And Woods has it complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Goff going to throw it. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Switch.
4 down.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Goff now looks to throw. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl